Connecting audiences, powering brands. This is Civic Media. Learn more at civicmedia.us/advertise.
You're listening to Mornings with Pat Creetlow on WBZH. I'm Mark Lundeen, and here's what's going on in Hayward today. With me today is the Schwamigan Children's Theater. Well, not the entire theater, but a couple of people. Katie is a director with the Children's Theater, and we also have Mary, who plays one of the parts in the theater's presentation of Guys and Dolls, coming up August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd at the Hayward High School. Good morning, ladies. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. So, Katie, tell me a little bit about the Schwamigan Children's Theater and how it got started and how long it's been going and just that basic information.
So this is actually our 38th year. So way back in the 80s, for those that remember that time, some kids I sort of do. Yeah. Some kids in cable approached Rosina Reynolds, an actress who was spending some time back there. Her husband's family was back there.
Okay.
And these local kids found out that she was an actor, and they were like, "Oh, we want to do a children's theater. Like, would you put a children's theater together for us?" And she was like, "Sure."
Yeah.
And they pulled some costumes, not even costumes, but some clothes out of, people's closets and, painted some 2x4s and threw a set together and did it in the old cable school when that was still there. They put up a little production of, I believe Pinocchio was the first year.
All right.
Pinocchio or Cinderella was before my time.
Yeah.
Put it together a little show, and kind of the idea was that it was a one-off. And then 38 years later, here we still are. So growing from kind of a little ad hoc theater in the cable school, we've just gotten bigger and bigger when we bring in kids from all over the North Woods, out of state.
Yeah.
We have kids that come up from Minneapolis and St. Paul, from even further afield sometimes, that kind of plan their vacations around coming up here to be a part of the Schwamigan Children's Theater.
Sure. And do you do your productions then in the summer? I'm assuming if kids are coming up from the area, they're out of school in those outlying areas. Okay.
Yep. So we do one production a year, always in the summer. And what we really pride ourselves on is that we do a full Broadway musical in 3 weeks with any kid that shows up. So any kid that shows up to auditions gets a part. Yeah. And we do a full Broadway musical. No shortcuts, no nothing. They dance, they sing, they act, and we do it fast, and it's a wonderful time.
That's in 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Oh,
Professional actors don't even do that.
Right, yeah. And it's amazing how can they remember all the songs and their lines and
they amaze
cues.
me every year. I don't know. I'm a professional theater maker and actor, director in my real life outside of Schwamigan Children's Theater, and I don't know how these kids do it. They blow me away every year. They are incredible.
They have good teachers.
Sure, we can take some credit, but honestly, I think it's just that they're pretty remarkable kids.
Yeah. So this year it's Guys and Dolls. Now, who picks the subject or the musical that you're going to do every year? Who does that?
So we have a kind of a group of directors. So we have Rosina Reynolds, that's the artistic director of the theater. Still is obviously kind of the big say in the room. Yeah. But then there's a team of us as well. We all kind of discuss. We see kind of what kids we think are going to be coming back, what the needs are. Do we have a younger group of kids? Do we have an older group of kids? That kind of helps us determine what would be the most appropriate for the group that we have. And then what do we feel like doing? What do we love? What songs are going to be fun? What are audiences going to want to see?
Right.
So we weed through it all until we find something that feels like a good fit.
So normally you have this production at the Drummond High School. Why are you bringing it down to Hayward this year?
So Drummond High School, where we normally perform, where we've been since I think 2001, they are being renovated over the next couple of years. So lucky for Drummond, they're having some big renovations. They're getting a whole new auditorium. I think a lot of the school, I am not on the school board, I don't know, but I think a whole bunch of the school is getting redone. I think like Hayward was fairly recently.
Right, yep.
So they're getting all remodeled, which is wonderful, and we're very happy for them. But
it would be something fun to go back to,
exactly.
Right?
It'll be great to go back into, but it means that for right now, we kind of had to scramble and find a different place to perform. And luckily, Hayward High School has been so wonderful. The whole school district, I mean, people at Drummond helped coordinate us with people at Hayward. Everyone's been fabulous to help us find a place to still do this so that the kids still have the experience and that we can still have this happen.
So we have one of our actresses here, Mary. What part do you play in this Guys and Dolls musical?
I play General Cartwright.
Okay, and for those who may not be familiar with the musical and the story, what does General Cartwright do in the musical?
She runs a, like, kind of like a, what is it?
So she runs a branch of the Salvation Army.
Salvation Army.
Okay.
Yeah, and they try to like save like sinners at the time.
Yeah.
And turn them into believers.
Sure.
And she is trying to like shut down kind of the mission that is there currently. So
Yeah.
And if it'll happen or not is up in the air.
So how long have you been involved with the Shawinigan Children's Theater?
I have been involved since I was 5 years old, and I'm currently 16.
Okay.
So it's been my 9th production, and every year it gets better.
Well, because you get older, so you get more used to it and stuff. But
Yeah.
What are some of the most memorable things that came out of putting together Guys and Dolls? And in fact, you're still working on it. So
Yeah.
what have you getting out of this, and what's fun?
This year, my favorite thing that I've done so far was just like the dancing stuff, because we have a new dance choreographer, and she's
Okay.
really good with everybody.
Anything else?
I like singing a lot. And
Yeah.
It's nice to see everything unfold with all
Yeah.
the singing.
Is there, so I haven't seen the musical before, so is there parts where everybody is singing, or there's a small group, and how many times are you singing in the musical?
There are a lot of group songs in it. I
Okay.
think there's about 4, 5, 6, around that range. So we do a lot of singing in it. So, and all of it's really fun, and we get to do different things with our voices, different kinds of styles. One second will be New York, one second it'll be formal fancy.
Yeah. Oh, very fun. Well, we are talking with the Shawinigan Children's Theaters and their new musical coming out, Guys and Dolls. It'll be at the Hayward High School August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And you can get tickets through their website?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yep, cctltd.org. cctltd.org. Or you can find us on Facebook, Shawinigan Children's Theater.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you two for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
You've been listening to The Morning Buzz on Mornings with Pat Kreitlow. Take your favorite WBZH shows with you on the go by downloading the Civic Media app in the Apple or Google Play stores. Coming up after local news and information, my colleague Pat Kreitlow returns. I'm Mark Lundeen, and I'll be back with more Hayward area information tomorrow morning. It's 8:59.